Hey everybody, my name is Sophie Alcorn and I'm the founder of Alcorn Immigration Law in Mountain View, California. We are a leading US immigration law firm focused on helping technology startups and technology professionals navigate US immigration. And today I wanted to share with you some brief updates and thoughts on all of the myriad of immigration changes that we've seen from the White House since the inauguration yesterday. So I hope you can stay tuned with me for just a few minutes as we go through some of the top major changes. So there have been several executive orders that have already been signed that immediately affect immigration. One of the biggest ones is the end of the Muslim ban. And this is a huge deal for those of you who have been following immigration for the last 4 years. You'll know that people from many countries have been banned from coming into the United States simply as a result of their nationality. And there's a lot of litigation on this. It went all the way up to the Supreme Court. But now, as of yesterday, last night, the Muslim ban is no longer in place. It was called a discriminatory ban, and it has been ended. Visa processing will be resumed. The goal is to clear the backlog of cases that need waiver processing. And there needs to be some updates to the president within 45 days regarding progress on this measure. And additionally, folks whose green card applications were denied on the basis of the Muslim ban are going to be able to have their applications reconsidered and have a second chance to be able to come to the United States through this legal immigration pathway. Moreover, they are going to ensure that folks are not prejudiced as a result of the prior order that was in place. So this is a huge, wonderful improvement for many, many people from all around the world. So that's the Muslim ban. Now, there's another major change that's a little more nebulous, but also very important. And it is this regulatory freeze that the president has issued. So it sounds chilly, and that's exactly what it is. They're putting everything that was a work in progress from the Trump administration on ice. They're putting it on hold. And if you're an immigration nerd like I am, you would get the pun in putting it on ice. So basically, there are all sorts of immigration regulations that have made it partially through the immigration process. A lot of these relate to business immigration, and so we're going to have more details in the coming days and weeks regarding how exactly all of those pending regulations will shake out and be affected. Now, another really important executive order is one about the different immigration enforcement priorities. So this is basically really important for people who are undocumented or who might be involved in the immigration court deportation trial removal system. So there is a new reordering of priorities that recognizes that immigrants have helped strengthen America's families, communities, and businesses and workforce and economy, and infuse the United States with creativity, energy, and ingenuity. That immigration laws are complex and requires setting priorities to serve the national interest. So while we need to protect national security, obviously, and address humanitarian challenges, health and safety, we also need due process of the law. So the administration is going to take a look at all of those priorities for who has been put into deportation trials over the last several years and change the way they do law enforcement. Now, another very important Trump immigration change is they are going to stop building the southern border wall and reallocate the money for that elsewhere. There is a new program for Liberians. Also, Trump made a new program for Venezuelans right before he left. So for any folks from Venezuela or Liberia who are currently in the United States who may have ended or lost their status, please work with an immigration attorney to determine your new options for remaining in the United States. So that is wonderful. That's based on something called temporary protected status. And then another major and wonderful change that was issued yesterday is about Daca and Dreamers. And so this is called Preserving and Fortifying Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which is the Daca Dreamer work permit program, where people who were brought to this country as children and whose status ended, who have been born and raised in the United States, speak English, culturally American, but could be deported, that they are the lowest priority for deportation, and they have the ability to get a work permit. And for some of them who qualify, that leads to potential other ways to get green cards. Super valuable, great for dreamers, really important for the country. And there's so much more. There's so much more that's coming. There's so much more happening. Just a couple of things I also want to highlight is that there will be new transportation safety measures for international travel regarding COVID and stalling the spread of the pandemic. So travel might be changing. And another thing that I am avidly watching and talking about all the time, just had a webinar on this yesterday. We'll have more information to come from Alcorn Immigration Law, because we do so many H-1B visas, but we are very closely tracking the rule to end the H-1B lottery and make it a pay-to-play system based on highest to lowest wage level allocation. This is already a final rule, so I am watching very closely to see how this one will play out, and stay tuned for that. And then the other piece of news that's just so important for many, and I can't wait to read the details, it's that President Biden has sent his immigration bill to Congress to modernize the immigration system. So from what I understand, this is a multi-hundred of page new law that hopefully Congress will be taking a look at. It will provide pathways to citizenship for undocumented individuals who have been in the United States on or before January 1st, 2021. And there may be pathways even for individuals who were previously ordered removed from the United States but are still in the United States. There's new measures to keep families together and end 3- and 10-year bars. There's also a focus on growing our economy, which is going to be really important to helping our clients in Silicon Valley with ending employment-based green card backlogs, reducing lengthy wait times. That is so important. If you are so brilliant to have a PhD and you want to live in the United States and you had the random luck to be born in the country of India and you apply for a green card now, some people project you might have to wait 150 years for your turn in line under the current system. So this bill will be a wonderful, wonderful addition to our immigration laws. And also there's a proposal that anybody who gets their PhD in a STEM field in the United States can also just self-petition a green card any time of year. So that is a much better way to get a green card than maybe to get married in some cases. So that would be really exciting if that goes through. But this is a law that needs to be passed by the House of Representatives and the Senate and then signed into law by the president. So I'm sure there will be many negotiations on these finer points. But those are some of the things that I am very excited about that will make immigration more accessible for more people to have legal routes to live and work in the United States over the next 4 years. So follow us, Alcorn Immigration Law. Please share this video, give us a like. You can subscribe to our newsletter and stay tuned to all of our updates. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.